Eric Arnold, October 9th. Friday in the Sports Barn, sometime in the afternoon. NFL picks for you through Sunday. Losers last night. Houston, unbeknownst to us, super offense. Our team, no defense. We lose. Buccaneers cannot get it done. I enjoyed it somewhat. I found my own self-interest trumping somewhat my love for Nick Foles because I really need to win. So I kind of found myself kind of wanting the Buccaneers to get it done. They didn't. It was kind of fun watching Brady forget how many downs there were at the end. I get 4 downs. Yes, you do, sir, and you have had them. And then screaming at his own team in the middle of the game because they're not doing things in a Patriot-esque type manner, which I thought was great. So, too bad for you, Tom Brady. Too bad for me because I was stupid enough to pick you. We need some wins. I'm not going to lie. We need some wins. Where are we? Sunday. All right, Sunday. We're going to take the Panthers for 2 stars here. We kind of think these teams are heading in opposite directions. We like Matt Rule as a coach. He's won everywhere he's ever been. Dan Quinn is on his way out in Atlanta. I think I said this in a previous video, but honestly I can't remember if it was in a version that got deleted or not, so I'll say it again. We called on the Texans to can Bill O'Brien after we had a top play against the Texans last Sunday, and I said, you got to be thinking about canning this guy at 0-4, and boom, 2 hours later he's gone. So I figured the McNair family is one of our subscribers, I guess. Go figure. But anyway, Dan Quinn, he's on his way out. We'll take the Panthers. I don't know what we're doing here at the Raiders. This is kind of a thing where it's like everything lines up, and then, you look at the team it's lining up for, and it's like the Raiders. It's like, son of a bitch. Oh. But they're getting 11.5 points. My God. If they play any kind of game at all, they ought to be able to come within 11.5 points of the Chiefs. And then we got Washington. We're going to take them for 7 points. Or 7 points. So I'll take Washington for 7 points. Alex, no, they're getting 7 points from the Rams. They're changing quarterbacks. The Rams have been under a lot of travel lately. Early start for the Rams, maybe just a little bit of a lazy, short week there for the Rams. Maybe they're in a bit of a lull. Didn't play particularly well last week against the Giants. Now, we're playing Washington, and they suck. Everyone knows it. And the week after this, they got the 49ers. So, this is the thinking that, Rams are just not going to be there mentally. And Kyle Allen, I thought he had a bad record as a quarterback, and I looked it up, and it's really not that terrible. He actually was doing some business early last year before the team just completely fell apart and quit. Now, it might be an indictment on him that the team quit. We'll take it for 1 star. Ron Rivera is not a bad coach in Washington. It's a bad organization, but Ron Rivera is a good coach. So we'll go ahead and take a flyer there with the red. With the Washington football team. All right, Jaguars, Texans. Jaguars. We'll go with them again. Why are we going to get on the, is there suddenly going to be this huge, great game that the Texans are going to play because of O'Brien's gone? I don't think so. I'm sure they're telling themselves that, but I think the general history of teams that can their coach mid-season is pretty bad. You know, bad teams fire coaches in mid-season, and then they don't like magically become good teams because they got rid of the coach. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and Romeo Crennel is going to swoop in there and be this hero. It's going to lead the Texans to the playoffs. Not going to happen. So, we'll take the Jaguars. Steelers. The Steelers. This is a top play. I was unimpressed with the Eagles Sunday. Unimpressed. I think they basically got lucky. They're down a field goal despite playing, their guts out against a pretty mediocre 49er team as far as being beat up with injuries. So they're down a field goal, and Wentz just basically, I'm going to say, gets lucky. Lofts the ball down the sideline. His rookie receiver makes a great play on it. Touchdown. Now the Eagles are up. Then the backup quarterback for the 49ers inexplicably whips the ball to the Eagles' backup linebacker. And now the Eagles are ahead 2 scores, and they still almost blew it. I guess you could say, hey, that was a designed defense. I mean, they, had a 2-score lead with 4 minutes to go. I mean, we call that in Ohio State land trestle ball, where you just kind of play your soft zone and do enough that the team that is coming from behind will have a Hail Mary at the end that you knock down. That's how you play trestle ball. So that's what happened. The Eagles knocked down the Hail Mary at the end to win the game. But I just wasn't impressed. It just felt like a lucky win for the Eagles on a Sunday night. Now they're going to come back at 1 o'clock on Sunday off a short week and play the Steelers off a bye. And the Steelers are good. I mean, with Roethlisberger back there now, that's a good team. They're undefeated. We're only laying 7. Only laying 7. I just see the Steelers scoring some points here, and the Eagles struggling to score. This feels 23-14-ish. Maybe not even that. 23-10 maybe. Maybe worse. Anyway, we like the Steelers. This is a top play. Bengals Ravens. Lately the Bengals seem to play well in Baltimore. They've had a couple pretty good games down there in the last few years. So we're going to go ahead and take them. What do I want them for? Right. Okay. We don't have a real good feel about that, but, a better feel than the ones that don't have it on the board. We'll take the Bengals. I do not want to do anything but play against the Cowboys, particularly in Texas Stadium. That new stadium they have, they just don't play that well there. I think they knocked down Texas Stadium. I don't think it exists anymore. I'm not sure about that. But Jerry ought to figure out maybe how to get the home field advantage that they had at Texas Stadium and move it to Jerry World, because it just doesn't seem to exist. I mean, these guys are giving up 40, 50 points a game. It's like a college team. Come on, Dallas. The Giants, I think, could be getting better. Oddly enough, they have to sit there at 0-4 and tell themselves, we're not out of this. We're not out of this. The team that's leading the division has 1 win. We can do this. And it's not bullshit. They could legitimately win the division, but it starts Sunday. They got to play well, and they got to get that game against Dallas. Oh, we're going to take the Dolphins. Again, unimpressed with the 49ers, and kind of think, again, they play the Rams next, and this is a nice spot for them to take off and just kind of, I know they're probably butthurt that they lost to the Eagles, but that also could be a sign that the 49ers simply aren't that good. 9 points, that's a lot. That's a lot. I assume Garoppolo's going to play this week, but is he that good? He certainly wasn't in the Super Bowl. We'll take the Dolphins. Okay, lastly. I will take Frank Reich. I will take Phillip Rivers. I will bet against the Cleveland Browns. The Colts have been a pretty solid team this year, and we kind of think that they're just better than the Browns. That the Colts are going to go in there and, you know, we don't like the Browns here in the barn. We don't like these guys at all. We think that's a bad organization. We don't like teams that change coaches like they change underwear. We think those are bad teams. Just unimpressed with the Browns. And we're going to say that Frank Reich and the Colts figure out a way to get this one done, and we feel really good about it. 3 stars. So those are your top plays. The Steelers, the Colts, and then you can mix in the Panthers there if you like. The schedule doesn't seem to be jumping out at me as far as yielding, oh, that one can't miss, and this one over here is a super win, and that's a best bet. It's just not really jumping out at me. I think my radar's off again. I don't know it was ever on. But we'll keep grinding, we'll keep grinding, who knows. One of 2 things will happen. Either things will go back to somewhat normal, where there'll be fans in the stands, and the schedule will be played as set up, or I'll get used to the new normal and dial in there. Either one I think is going to take years, but hey, happy, joy. Thanks for being here. Congratulations and thank you to our 39th subscriber. I don't know who. I don't think I looked up if I could see who it is. If you got a YouTube account and you subscribe, then I can see who it is. But if it's just somebody off the internet, I don't know who it is then. So, not that I need to know. I mean, I guess if it's my mother. I know my wife is a subscriber, so I have to be very careful about any kind of wife jokes or anything. So I know she's a subscriber. But at any rate, good, very good. Probably get a recap video, I guess, Sunday or Monday morning, I imagine. I don't know there's anything other to do now than watch football. So, from me to you, congratulations for being here. Why am I congratulating you? Thank you for being here. Good luck, good afternoon, good football.